And now, your ABC6 Storm Tracker weather with Chief Meteorologist Jeff Denoyer.
Meteorite, and the dog's name was Rocky. You can't write the script, right? Pretty good stuff. Cloudy outside in Richmond. A lot colder today. Heavy jacket kind of weather after shorts yesterday. Big time change, obviously, with the temperature taking place last night and today. We're sitting in the upper 20s and low 30s right now. Many locations had a struggle just to get to 30 degrees. How big of a difference is it in 24 hours? Some locations nearly 40 degrees colder, like in Norwood, or 37 degrees colder in Taunton, or 37 degrees colder now than it was yesterday in Providence. So we put spring on the back burner for a little while. We've brought back winter, and it makes sense since the calendar still says February. It should be winter. So what to expect? Well, real quiet through the evening hours. A lot of you have asked me if I go out this evening, am I okay? Yeah, it's just cloudy and cold. You probably have the heat on in the car or truck when you're driving to where you have to be. But the precipitation starts to snow for everybody, and that doesn't get here until later tonight, mainly after 2 a.m. But once it starts snowing, it's going to snow heavy, and it will come down quick, and the roads will become slick and slippery very fast. But as we go into the morning tomorrow, sometime around 7 o'clock, the snow starts to change to a wintry mix, and that will start at the south, coastal locations, and then lift north throughout the morning. It looks like, and this is good news, it will be a very limited period of freezing rain. It's more of a change over to sleet and then just plain rain, and you'd rather have sleet than freezing rain. Not that either one is good, but if you're going to have to pick the two, that would be what you want. And then the next concern will be as we go into the afternoon and the precipitation starts to wrap up, and it will probably end as a little snow back as it ends to the east. We get cold at night, and now all that wet, slippery slop outside becomes icy, and it's a good idea, too, if your driveway has some accumulation, you probably want to get rid of it before you get to the evening hours. Otherwise, it's going to ice up and be very difficult to get rid of until we get to probably Sunday when the temperatures actually get back above freezing. So winter storm warning in the pink, and then you got a winter weather advisory in the purple. I know different colors, different alerts, but just know this. Usually when you have a warning, it's going to be where you have some of the higher snow, and then areas south, a little bit less snow. But we all have an impact, and that's what you should take from this graphic, because when we get to the morning, it doesn't matter what alert you're in. It's going to be very, very tough go during the morning hours tomorrow. Speaking of snow, a few snow showers to our south. They're missing the area, and they clip Nantucket here shortly. But the core of the action for us holds off until after 2 a.m., and here it is. Rain stretching back into areas in the, let's say, Midwest, and also into the areas of like Chicago, for instance, where it's a little snow, freezing rain, and sleet. And it's all this precipitation type that's headed our way. So Futurecast, clouds tonight. Precipitation arrives after 2. You see some pink, but most of it will start off as snow. Snow comes down heavy at times at 4, 5, and then at 7, here comes that rain-snow line lifting north. This is mainly just a layer of sleet that will lift north into Providence by about 8, 9 o'clock in the morning. Eventually, all the way through northern Rhode Island towards Boston by noon. Rain mainly at the coast, and then wrapping up this thing in the afternoon was probably ending as a little snow just to coat the roads as they're wet, and everything starts to freeze up at night, and very slick conditions Friday night into Saturday morning. Lots of sanding and salting after the precipitation stops. Forecast map hasn't changed. 2 to 4 light blue, 4 to 8 dark blue, higher amounts Mass Pike, and by inch, 2, 4, 5, 6, 7. Take from this graphic that the lower numbers are at the coast, higher numbers inland, but we all have a tremendous impact tomorrow morning for that commute. It's just coastal locations will change over faster, limiting your snow total in the end. Icy Friday, and then it's a real quiet 7-day forecast with some moderating temperatures by the middle of next week. Tiffany.
Jeff, when we return.